Find that plaintiffs and interveners have not shown that they are entitled to a temporary injunction, and I deny their request.
Right now at noon, a judge has reinstated Governor Evers' order to limit building capacity, and how Madison city leaders are encouraging voters to get their ballots in early.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in on this Monday afternoon. Within the last hour, a Wisconsin judge has reimposed an order from Governor Tony Evers' administration limiting the number of people who can gather in bars, restaurants, and other indoor places to 25% of capacity. The capacity limits order was issued October 6th in the face of surging coronavirus cases in Wisconsin, but a judge blocked the order October 14th after the Tavern League of Wisconsin challenged it, arguing the order amounts to a de facto closure order for the bars and restaurants it represents. A Barron County judge declined the Tavern League's request to keep the ruling on hold while the lawsuit is pending. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services did not update COVID-19 cases in the state this weekend, so we'll likely see a large increase of numbers today. Right now, dashboard data shows that we have reported over 167,000 cases in the state, including 1,587 deaths. Over 34,000 of those cases remain active. The recorded number of coronavirus cases has reached 40 million worldwide. The U.S. has been reporting the highest number of new cases since the summer. Hospitalizations are up in at least 30 states, including Wisconsin. The new Glarus School District announced on Facebook it is shifting to all virtual instruction for the next 2 weeks. The school district says it is due to internal metrics escalating this weekend. They plan to return to in-person classes on November 2nd. Well, a chilly start to the weekend. We could see some flurries this afternoon. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Chris Reese has your first warning forecast. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Mark. That is a possibility that I am watching. Here's Doppler tracks showing up, and you see the snow showers trying to move in. The reality is our atmosphere is so dry right now that a lot of this is not likely to make it towards the ground. So we're going to see the snow light up on radar. Only flurries will likely actually make it towards the ground. Here's radar going through really the last 18 hours. We saw a little bit of moisture slide by overnight. Now we're watching what's really trying to increase from the west. Temperature-wise, we are certainly cold enough. You see that cloud cover? We're at 35 right now. The dew point's at 21, though, so you see that humidity around 57%. If I were more confident in this reaching the ground, that would be because that humidity we're a little bit closer towards 70 or 75%. So the air is certainly dry. 32 in the Dells right now. Janesville a bit warmer at 39. We'll gradually watch these temperatures warm up. Expect a high today only around 40 to 42 degrees.
A little below normal, I would assume.
That is certainly well below normal. Our average high is 58, Mark.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes, Chris. Thank you. The city of Madison is encouraging voters to return their absentee ballots today. We're 15 days away from the election, and the Madison City Clerk and Madison Mayor are encouraging voters to mail in their absentee ballots on Mail It Back Monday. On Friday, the city installed 14 ballot boxes across Madison. Since Friday, more than 1,100 voters have used the drop boxes to return their ballots.
To date, over 100,000 absentee ballots have been issued in the city of Madison. Over 70,000 of those ballots have been returned, and that includes over 1,000 from our safe voting drop boxes.
In-person absentee voting starts tomorrow and runs through November 1st. You can cast your ballot at the clerk's office along with city libraries, and there are multiple tents on UW-Madison, Edgewood College, and Madison College campuses. There are just 15 days until the 2020 presidential election, and both campaigns are feeling the urgency to get voters to the polls. President Trump heads to Arizona for a rally this afternoon. It's a state where he has some ground to make up, with Democratic nominee Joe Biden leading in the latest CBS News Battleground Tracker poll. The president mocked the former vice president for wanting to listen to the scientists about the pandemic.
Listen to the scientists. If I listened totally to the scientists, we would right now have a country that would be in a massive depression.
This guy's gone around the bend if he thinks we turned the corner. Turn the corner. Things are getting worse.
The second presidential debate will happen on Thursday in Nashville. The topics of the debate include COVID-19, race in America, and climate change. Economic stimulus negotiations are expected to resume today on Capitol Hill after months without an agreement. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says if there's no deal by tomorrow, it won't happen before Election Day. Both sides agree the package should include another round of stimulus checks, money for schools, and a reinstatement of federal unemployment benefits, which lapsed in July. In a letter to colleagues Sunday, Pelosi said the two sides were also still at odds over tax credits for working people with lower income and funding for state and local governments.
They said they changed shall to may, requirements to recommendations, a plan to a strategy, not a strategic plan. They took out 55% of the language that we had there for testing and tracing.
I want to do it. I want to do it at a bigger number than she wants.
Republicans in the Senate oppose another big spending bill. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell plans to hold a vote tomorrow on a package of about $500 billion, roughly a quarter of the size of the one Pelosi is negotiating with the White House. With so many kids learning virtually and even parents working from home, we're all looking at our screens a lot. Is it affecting your eyes? SSM Health optometrist Dr. Nathaniel Harkin says blue light is part of natural light and exists in all light. It's the wavelength that shows up as the color blue when it's reflected back to us. He says visible light, like blue light, isn't very dangerous. The light we should be worrying about is UV light.
The amount of light that really gets into our eyes and our visual system from indoor lighting sources, like a computer or a phone or even your desk lamp, is really, really low compared to what we get when we just go outside.
While blue light doesn't damage our eyes, some studies say it can make it harder to go to sleep. Dr. Harkin says there's not enough evidence that blue light lenses are helpful, but some patients do report less headache or feelings of eye strain. There's no data to prove they work, but Dr. Harkin says they're not harmful. If your child's experiencing headaches or blurry vision from looking at screens, Dr. Harkins recommends taking them for a routine eye exam. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
All this week, we're out of the kitchen enjoying the taste of our nation's capital. So stick around, because you're in for an adventure.
Attention homeowners, we started with 50, then 30. Now we've reached the final days looking for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our showers and walk-in tubs in real homes for safety and convenience. Convert your old bath into a new walk-in shower or choose a walk-in tub with relaxing hydrotherapy. Call Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Final days to be one of 20 homeowners who save with 75% off labor, plus 60 months no interest. Receive a bonus $100 Walmart gift card with purchase, and you'll be compensated for your time. Call during this program for a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Throughout Madison and South Central Wisconsin, have your zip code and location ready to qualify. Dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Joe Biden will make health care affordable. His plan gives a tax credit to help working families pay insurance premiums, lowers prescription costs by 60%, and protects coverage for pre-existing conditions, no matter what. He'll pay for it by getting rid of Donald Trump's tax cuts for the super rich, because Joe knows our economy's strength doesn't come from the top. It comes from working families, and that's who he's fighting for every day.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. The year is drawing to a close, but there's still time to avoid that nasty, dangerous autumn chore, cleaning out your gutters. A new Leaf Guard gutter system will be the last gutters you'll ever need. They're guaranteed to never clog, or my team will come and clean them for free. You'll love how they look and how they perform.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
That's great to hear, and right now your Leaf Guard gutter system comes with the best offer of the year. free installation labor, plus no interest for 12 months, and call now and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new LeafGuard gutter system. Don't wait. Take advantage of our best offer of the year. Call now for your free estimate.
Next month, Madison voters will be asked to spend $350 million on their public schools. Is the hefty price tag justified? News 3 Now this morning takes you inside one local high school for answers. Tuesday.
All this week, we're out of the kitchen enjoying the sights, sounds, and most importantly, the tastes of our nation's capital. In addition to visiting lots of monuments, museums, and landmarks, we'll be visiting one of the area's most notable food hangouts, and we'll be sharing the 16th president's favorite dessert. But today we're highlighting a recipe that's been served in the Senate dining room since the early 20th century. And if you've been to Washington, D.C. before, you know there can be lots of walking. So whenever you're in town, you might want to consider getting a Metro Pass, hopping on a double-decker bus, or even trying your skills on a Segway. Does this look fun or what? And after getting the hang of this and going all around town, I headed up to see if I could find a bowl of the same famous bean soup that they serve in the Senate dining room. And with each spoonful, it got better and better. Between the rich broth, the chunks of smoky ham, and all those tender as can be beans, I vote that this is a true winner. To get the recipe for our version of Senate bean soup, all you have to do is go online. And now I'm off to explore more of this great city. I'm Howard from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an all-American way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Careful, Howard. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, a cloudy and cool start to your week, and we could see some showers this afternoon. Meteorologist Chris Reese has more in your first warm forecast. That's next.
Democrats enabled riots across America, even in small towns.
So we just have officers that can only monitor it. They can't do anything about it. But what officers can do to get
out of here, okay?
Ma'am, are they actually sitting on or standing on your car right now?
My car. And I got a little girl in the car crying. Are you kidding me? This is insane.
Let the police do their jobs. On November 3rd, vote Trump. Restoration PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Tired of that old bath, the outdated colors, or climbing over the tub side? Mad City Baths can help. Our walk-in showers have a low threshold entrance with premium wall patterns like Canyon Rock, Sierra Sand, and more, installed in as little as 1 day. And our walk-in tubs offer safety and peace of mind.
Sit down, close the door, lock the door, and I'm fine. I'm safe and I'm happy because I know I'm not going to fall.
Here's another reason to call. 20 homeowners will get special savings on a new bath or shower. Final days for 75% off labor with 60 months no interest plus a bonus $100 Walmart gift card with purchase. We'll take before and after photos and compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 608-729-4466 Mad City Baths.
I worked for 47 years. Donald Trump, he's talking about messing with my Social Security. Them guys think it's monopoly money? No, it's our money. We work for it. You don't get to play with my finances. You don't get to play with my security for my family. Joe Biden looks out for the little guy. He understands what seniors are going through. I think he's going to keep Social Security safe. We need to get Biden in there to protect it.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Breast cancer didn't stop when the world shut down, and now those in the fight need us more than ever.
That's why the Susan G. Komen Wisconsin More Than Pink Walk is going virtual.
Join News 3 Now October 24th and walk where you are.
Every step you take brings us closer to a world without breast cancer.
Visit KomenWisconsin.org to register and raise funds.
Then lace up October 24th for the Komen Virtual More Than Pink Walk.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is down 93 points. The NASDAQ off almost 50, and the S&P 500 down 15. Let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee on this chilly Monday.
Picking. I can't smile about the weather. Can't smile about the Packers. It's a tough way to make our way
Bad
through
Monday.
That's right. That's right. So let's see if I can put a little bit more of a positive spin on it for everybody. I'm not sure if we've got them ready or not, but really been following the harvest in a lot of different ways, not just as far as corn, soybeans, and what's happening in the fields. We're also talking about what's happening in people's gardens. And there they go. Look at that one. A 15-inch pepper. I appreciate the picture from Susan up in Juneau. Her Aunt Ruthie over by Eustisford grew this rascal, and giving you a little perspective next to the pepper can that gives you
it's over a
sense
foot.
of just how good some of the growing season has been for our gardening folks. So thank you for that, and appreciate those little tidbits of color that help us remind ourselves that the harvest is still going on for a lot of folks. We'll get our latest crop progress report this afternoon. Everybody's estimating that we probably are almost done as far as soybean harvest is concerned, and probably somewhere in that neighborhood of about 25-30% done with the corn for grain. So we'll see what the markets have to say about that when the news comes in. Also wanted to let you know it's virtual, but it's still the National FFA Convention, the 93rd annual, going to be happening starting October 27th, all online. Found out this morning that one of our Wisconsin FFA teams has been selected as a finalist in the National FFA Agri-Science Fair. Congratulations to Dallas, Creasa, and Anna Seifert over in the Plymouth FFA. Those young people are evaluating whether adding hydrogen peroxide solution to a hydroponic system will improve or impact lettuce production. So that's one of the things that is getting evaluated during the 93rd National FFA Convention. That's all going to be online starting October 27th. Also, dairy markets on the midday, well, actually the close, seeing a little bit more action. Got to keep an eye on this now because, again, I've been telling you, the USDA's Farms to Families food box program is likely coming to an end as far as its purchases. Today, though, we got a big jump. Barrel cheese up a nickel at $2.25.5 on 3 buys. 40-pound block cheese up 2 cents at $2.74. That's one transaction. And AA butter today, that went down a penny and a quarter, $1.49 3/4 per pound on 2 different trades. So, hate to say it, but those government programs are going to make a big deal of difference to our Wisconsin farmers and, in turn, their markets. We'll just have to wait and see what happens there, Mark.
A 15-inch pepper. A foot. Yeah.
Just think about that. And we thought the pumpkin was big, but you know, if you think about perspective and comparison, that's a rascal.
Yeah, it sure is. Thanks for sharing that. All right, Pam, thank you. Here's Chris now with the forecast, and the radar looks intimidating.
The radar certainly looks intimidating. The air being dry is our friend right now if you don't want to see any snowflakes. Still, I can't rule out a couple of flurries making their way down to the ground, but here's what we're watching on high-resolution Doppler. That next system, it's working its way across the upper Midwest. Yes, we're cold enough to support snow and a little bit of rain as well as temperatures start to warm up into the afternoon. But with the dry air, my expectation is that all this that you're seeing on radar has more bark than it actually does bite. In fact, let me show you something. Platteville right now, you see on radar that snowflakes should be flying. Well, here's the Platteville camera. Things are dry. Not much is actually falling out of the sky. That's the point that I've been trying to make. We're going to be cloudy. We're going to be cold as we go through the rest of the start of this week, and we are into a very active pattern this week as well. Before a little bit of a warming trend comes our direction. There's a reason we're going to be so active. We have the colder air now. By the middle of the week, we warm up in a big way. In fact, I'm expecting highs in the mid-60s. Well, whenever you get a warm-up, you do get odds or chances of precipitation as well. Then the cold front comes in on the backside. That leads to another rain chance into the weekend. Then next weekend, we're going to do it all over again where we warm up as another shot of cold tries to dig in to the western part of the country. But here's our setup. This area, high pressure right on top of Wisconsin. That's keeping that northeasterly wind flow around, and that's why our air is so dry as this system tries to sneak on through. Eventually, we start to see more moisture coming our way with the southerly wind into Tuesday. That's where we'll actually have better chances to see some showers. And again, Thursday into Friday, and then Friday into Friday night as the cold front works its way on through. But for now, this is how things look outside. 35 our temperature right now. if this relative humidity were closer to 70, maybe some of those flakes would actually make it towards the ground. We'll see those highs top out into the lower 40s to right around 40. We go down to 29 overnight tonight. Then we're back into the upper 40s tomorrow. You see these better chances for rain then joining the picture. Watch the 10-day temperature trend, Mark. This is what I've been talking about with the roller coaster ride. We're going up right now, then eventually right back down to highs near 40 by the time we get you towards next Monday. So a little bit of everything in this forecast. It's a bit wild, a little fun. I said last night on the 10 o'clock news, we are on a roller coaster ride. Buckle up. I've named it Wisconsin weather.
There you go.
Yeah.
That time of year.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Chris. Linda Barch from the Bruce Company is taking your plant and garden questions at 270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Be one of 20 homeowners who receive special savings on a gorgeous new bath or shower. Zip code and location are important. Now's the time to call. Upgrade your bathroom with a new tub-to-shower conversion. Add shelves, grab bars, and a safety seat. And doesn't this look relaxing? Our walk-in tubs offer easy access and hydrotherapy massage. Don't wait to call. Final days for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower to save with 75% off labor, plus 60 months no interest, and a bonus $100 Walmart gift card with purchase. Remember, we'll compensate you for your time. Last chance to call during this program for the $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Throughout Madison and South Central Wisconsin, have your zip code and location ready to qualify. Dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Donald Trump is lying about Medicare and Social Security. Trump's pushing to slash Medicare benefits. He's proposed eliminating the funding source for Social Security, a plan that would drain Social Security by 2023. Joe Biden will protect Medicare, and he's proposed a plan to increase Social Security benefits. The choice is clear. Donald Trump will cut Medicare and Social Security. Joe Biden will protect them.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Services, save up to $2,500 on a new Lennox system. But hurry, it's a limited time offer and a beautiful thing.
Because talk is cheap. Let's look at what Joe Biden's done. During the last economic crisis, President Obama trusted Joe to lead the recovery and bring us back. Now he has the plan to do it again, to revive and reinvest in jobs and real help for middle-class families. He'll listen to experts to get control of the virus so we can build back even better. Joe Biden, a president to get it done. FF PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Linda Barch from the Bruce Company is taking your plant and garden questions at 270-9933. Good afternoon, Linda.
Good afternoon, Mark.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
For kind of a cool, cloudy Monday, not bad. All right, let's get to the phones. We'll start with Shannon in Evansville. Hi, Shannon. What's your question?
I have a hibiscus plant that's done very well this year. It hasn't gotten completely dried out yet, and I wonder if I can cut it back anyway, or if I should wait until it's completely dried out.
Now, is this hibiscus an annual, something that you have to bring in during the winter, or is this a shrub outside?
It's a perennial.
Oh, I see. Yes, well, those hibiscus, I usually don't prune them down real hard because I leave some of the growth at the base. You can prune it at this point. We're moving into a consistently, well, except for the warm days midweek, but we're at freezing temperatures tonight. I leave a little bit because they're very late to start in the spring, so you don't want to forget where they're located. But you could prune it down to 2 feet easily.
All right. Thanks for the call. Let's go to Connie now in Deerfield. Hi, Connie.
Hi.
What's your question?
My question is, Linda, I was wondering if this would be a good time of the year to fertilize an apple tree. And how would I go about doing it?
Is this a crab apple or a
No, it's just a regular apple. A couple years ago, one of the main roots got damaged. We had to tie it back up, and now it's producing apples, but I just wondered if there was something I could do to help it out a little bit.
Okay. I know that commercial growers are a little bit hesitant as far as fertilization because if you over-fertilize, especially with nitrogen, you can develop issues with fire blight.
Okay.
So in the fall of the year, if the leaves are off, you could fertilize it, but just do it with a balanced fertilizer, meaning nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and just a moderate amount. I think I don't have a good recommendation. I'm going to have to
think about some mulch over the top then to seal it.
Yes, mulch is always a good idea because we don't know what kind of winter we're going to have. We don't have snow. We don't have that nice insulating factor. So mulch at this time of the year is a very good idea.
Okay.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you very much.
All right. Let's go to Marley now in Madison. Hi, Marley. What's your question?
My question, Linda, is about a rooftop garden that was landscaped by Bruce Company. I've had a bird bath that the birds have been coming to all summer, but I can convert it to heated in the winter, which I do. My question is it time to start feeding the birds since we've been getting some frosty weather?
Oh, absolutely. I think that it's been cold enough, and the food source is diminishing. There's lots of seeds, but it's always a good idea, especially in a rooftop situation, because they don't have a lot of other seeds as a food source.
Okay, great.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the call. Let's go to Joanne now in, I don't know where Joanne's from Plain. Hi, Joanne. What's your question?
My question is, I've got a clematis that I just planted this spring, and I was wondering if I should mulch it, cut it back, or how do I handle it?
Okay. There are different kinds of clematis, so just to be on the safe side, I would say definitely mulch at the base of that plant, and don't prune it back. If you can check to see what kind you have, like if it's a Jack Manii, that would tolerate being pruned back hard and regrow nicely. But if it's a new plant, I would leave as much on that plant, and then in the spring, wait till you start to see new growth, and then just cut off the sections that are not growing back in the spring.
Okay. All right, let's go to Linda now in McFarland. Hi, Linda. What's your question?
Hi. I have some tuberous begonia plants in pots, and they're just beautiful, and I was wondering how I save the tubes over the winter.
What you want to do is put those in a cool area and pack them in like sphagnum, a moss, a peat moss that will. You want to keep them separated because if one of them starts to rot, you don't want it to move through the whole thing.
Okay. We have time for one more. Irene in McFarland. Hi, Irene. What's your question?
Yes, good afternoon. I would like to start some poppy plants, and I have a couple of nice pods of seeds. And I wondered, is this the time to plant that pod of seed, hoping they'll come up?
Poppies. I think that's one of those that's a little bit tough. If you're going to start it this time of the year, I think I would wait closer to January, February, and you're going to have grow lights.
Okay.
They're a little touchy.
Okay. In other words, they'd have to be pre-started before you can expect them to survive.
Yes.
All right. We're out of time. Thanks, everyone, for calling in. Linda, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Mark.
We'll see you next week. And here's Chris with one final check of the forecast.
We are certainly watching the radar as it tries to light up with a couple of snowflakes, but I've been watching the Platteville camera, and that's not reaching the ground yet. But don't be surprised if you see some flurries as this begins to move on through. We're still watching things just back towards the west of that as well. In fact, there is a snow squall warning in Des Moines. That's where the snow is heavy enough to actually come down and reach the ground. For us, look for temperatures warming up into the 60s by Thursday. We're back in the 40s for the weekend and low 40s for next Monday.
It's that roller coaster, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, Chris, thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.